most of them were conducted in the 90s. And all of them showed overwhelming support for INR if the people are asked the question. I have chosen a poll by Rasmussen. The reason I did it because I have all the demographic results. This is an INR poll question posed by Rasmussen, the national pollster. He picked out 500 random registered Texas voters and asked them this question. Many states allow citizens to place proposed laws or constitutional amendments directly on the ballot by collecting petition signatures from registered voters. If the proposed law or amendment is approved by voters on election day, it becomes law. This is called the initiative process. Texas citizens do not currently have the initiative process. Should Texas citizens be given the right to use the initiative process? And all they have to do is answer yes or no on that question. Here are the results. If you go by sex, overwhelmingly for it. If you go by race, blacks, Hispanics, whites, overwhelmingly for it. If you go by party affiliation, believe it or not, overwhelmingly for it. Go by age group, overwhelmingly for it. And if you go by income level, overwhelmingly for it. And why don't we have it? Here is the #1 reason why we don't have INR in Texas. We came close in 1995. Special interest groups. They are by far and away our most formidable opponent in a right to obtain these rights. And when I say special interest groups, I'm talking about any group with lobbyists in Austin. Large corporations, trade unions, teachers unions, and other special interest groups. Again, be they liberal or conservative. These groups benefit from the present situation because they have a monopoly on legislation. And they're protected from the public scrutiny. They oppose INR because the over $200 million they spend every legislative session trying to influence the 181 legislators is money better spent on them than on the 10 million Texans who actually vote. They've got deep pockets and are willing to spend millions, maybe even up to tens of millions, to confuse and misinform the public on INR. Okay, what can we do? Well, we'd love to have you become an active supporter for INR rights. I hope you all have a pamphlet. If you don't have one, pick one up on the way out. But here's 3 ways that you can actively support our mission, our goal. 1, I've got a supporter sheet on the table, and I ask that, I don't care about your phone number, but I do need your name, your address, zip code, and your email address. That's imperative I get those. Or you can go to our website. That is also in the pamphlets. I don't need to write it down. www.initiativefortexas.org. When you get to the website, you click on Tell Me How I Can Help. That'll send you to another page where you can enter the same kind of information into our database. And what will happen with these two, if you go use these two methods, you're going to get an email from a website called grasshopper.com. Grasshopper.com is another social networking site, but it is developed mainly for grassroots campaigns. And what they will do is they will say, hey, we're going to give you a password and a temporary password to get on, sign up with us, and then you'll click on groups, and you'll find my group, and you'll click join. And then we'll have a whole group where we can discuss issues, we can send out action items, because we're going to have to pressure our legislators to get this resolution passed. And there's strength in numbers, and that's the only way we're going to do it, is by big numbers. And the third way, like I said, or you can go right directly to grasshopper.com, get an account. It's free, by the way. Then after you get the account, you'll click on groups. I think we're about the third or fourth group down, and there's a little thing that says join, and click to join, and now you're an INR, a registered INR supporter. And again, we're chomping at the bit to get people activated to start bugging their representatives, and maybe writing letters and doing all kinds of things. Okay? Last thought. Most people in the world today do not enjoy freedom. Most countries in the world today are not free. Freedom, believe it or not, is not the natural order of things. Yet, we Americans, who have always known freedom, are giving ours away incrementally. Not to some foreign power, but to our own innumerable governments. Freedom's never been free. It's been paid for in blood. INR is the only tool that we have to roll back our government, or at least our state government, peacefully. Thank you, and God bless Texas. I'll be glad to take any questions. Yes.
I had heard that INR was actually a part of the Republican platform for years.
Was it you? Did I give you that question?
No?
Yes, as a matter of fact. It used to be on the platform of the Republican Party from 1979 to 1996. 2 separate advisory referendums of the Republican Party primary ballots showed that the members of the Republican Party favored INR by margins of 7-1 and 5-1 on the 2 separate year ballots. In the mid-90s, however, and I'm sure it's just a coincidence, as the Republican Party came into control of both houses,
Go figure.
and the governorship, guess what? We don't like INR. Come on, God, we don't want INR. No, that will destroy the Republican form of government. So, what we're doing, and God bless you. God bless the Kingwood TEA Party. I went on your website this weekend.